Hi, I'm Santorini Dave. I do a website on Greece and Santorini at santorinidave.com. Check it out if you want some more info on visiting Santorini and the Greek islands. Today I'm talking about Katikies Hotel in Ia, one of the best hotels in Ia in all of Santorini. It's a really great place. This is it. Let's just outline it here. This is all Katikies right there. You see three pools of the upper infinity pool, sort of a relaxed vibe there. The lower infinity pool has a DJ going, sort of a trendy party feel a little bit, not crazy party, but a fun vibe going on there. And then another pool over here. We'll see another look, closer look on that in a bit. So that is Katikies right there in Ia. This is another great hotel. This is Canaves over here. Usually when you talk about the two best hotels in EA, you're talking about Canaves and Katikies. This is the pool and restaurant right in here. We'll also see a closer look of that in just a sec. Some hotels over here. La Perla is there. That's the pool. And surrounding suites. Atrina traditional houses here. Grand Canava Villa here, that sleeps 12. It's just one suite, one large suite right there. And going out a little more, here we can see Katikies Villa. So that's here, Katikies Villa, and this is Katikies Hotel. They're related, of course. You can use, if you stay at the villa, it doesn't have a restaurant, but you're welcome to use the restaurant over at the hotel as well as any of the pools. It's smaller and has a quieter vibe to it. This is Santorini Secret here. This is Filatera Hotel here. That's the pool you can just make out. And Delfini Villas is in the same area as well, the same clump of buildings. Coming up from below, there's the lower infinity pool at Katikies. Upper infinity pool, that's Canaves over there. You can see the tables at the restaurant. This is Passaggio, a cafe. Serves the best coffee or espresso in Ia. Great place, good food too. Coming down, looking out into the Caldera. Infinity pool there. Katikies is one of the few hotels in Ia or Santorini that has an elevator, so if you have trouble with stairs, it's a good choice. Canaves also has an elevator, but those are two of the few that do. And just stop it there. This is the other side of the island, the eastern side. This is where the beaches are. Not here, they're much farther down to the south, but you can sort of get a sense. This side has the cliff, the Caldera, and this side is the slopes down to the beaches over here. Once again, Santorini Secret, Filatera here. It's the villas, Katikies Villa, La Perla there, Katikies here, and Canaves here. This is the path that runs, just a footpath here that runs all the way through Ia. If you want to see the sunset, you actually walk this way to get into town and see the sunset. These hotels over on the Caldera do not have views of the sunset. They have the Caldera views, which is, usually that's what I recommend, is to stay on the Caldera. You get to enjoy the Caldera view all day. It's really unique. Sunsets are great, but you can see them anywhere. Here, the Caldera is really what you want to stay in Santorini for. So most of the hotels do not have sunset views in Ia. As I say, you have to walk to it. It's about 8-10 minutes this way on the footpath. This is a market here. beer, wine, fruit. So again, this Canaves over here. So bus stop in here if you want to catch the bus to Fira or Imerovigli. You don't have to walk all the way into town to get the bus. And here you can see, I mentioned this a lot on my website, but hotels that stay down in this part of Ia, the footpath doesn't run all the way through. So the footpath starts just beyond here, or starts if you're heading south and ends there if you're walking into town. And then you have to walk along this road here. It's not very far. It's just about a minute walk to rejoin the footpath here, but it's sort of a bit of a pain. You're just dealing with traffic here. It's really narrow. Buses come through here. Most people deal with it fine. It's not a big deal, but it is something to be aware of. If you're staying at any of the hotels down at this end of Ia, like Perivolos, Mystique, Carini, then you have to deal with just walking along the road here for a little bit. Once again, not a huge deal, but something. It does sort of affect your day. Here is Katikies again, and La Pearl. Latrina traditional houses, Katikies villas, Santorini secret, Filatera. That's the cafe I mentioned, Passaggio's, great coffee, market, and my favorite restaurant right in this stretch is just over here, Melitini, great food, small plates. It's the best restaurant in this section. If you walk into town, you'll find Karma restaurant, Roca, two of my favorites, and then down into Amudi Bay, there's Katina Taverna, and many others, but those are probably my three top choices in Ia. But they're a little bit of a walk from here, so you're talking 8 to 15 minutes, depending which one. Let's just roll that again. It's the lower infinity pool, the upper infinity pool, and then the third smaller pool here. This is Canaves over there. You can see the steps leading down, lots of steps. These are the three pools. 1, 2, 3. And if you're wondering what suite, I usually recommend the honeymoon suite is sort of the best value for money of any of the suites. I think they're luxurious and wonderful, but not the absolute most expensive suites in Katikies. Here's the view of the Caldera. And that is Katikies. So you can still see it there. It's still right there. Fira is in this direction, and you can walk all the way there along a footpath. And then the central part of Ia is in this direction, and it's about an 8-10 minute walk from Katikies. This is the road you can see back there that's going to take you all the way to Fira and the airport and the ferries. And then back over here I mentioned, that's the opposite side of the island where you'll find the beaches. They're not right in this stretch, they're a little farther south. It's usually 20 to 30 minutes to get there by car, longer if you're going to take the bus because you have to connect in Fira. So that is Katikies. If you have any questions or just want more information, I have links to all these restaurants that I mentioned here and the other hotels in the area if you visit SantoriniDave.com. Thanks a lot. Hope that was helpful.